It's midday. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are live from our studios at number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. The news is also live on all our partner stations across the country and around the world. We are live on citinewsroom.com. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa, and this afternoon I'm here with
Lati.
Coming up, General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party calls on President Akufo-Addo to immediately carry out a reshuffle of his government with less than 1 year to elections.
The best Omampeni, and the same Komo Bebracoso, and Rasu se Abano, and Sisa Ebem, Nanko for Ebetuaso.
Also coming up, Ghana Health Service calls on Ghanaians yet to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to do so ahead of the Christmas festivities to prevent a possible surge in cases next year.
So we want you to get yourself vaccinated. Or if you've had it maybe for more than 6 months, then we say get a booster. So I think that for us, our principal intervention is a vaccination.
Still ahead, flood victims in the Northern District bank their hopes on the generosity of Ghanaians to celebrate this year's Christmas.
Biggest house party of the year, strictly by invitation.
Well, if you're considering buying yourself a table at this year's Situation All White Outdoor Party, sorry, you have lost out as tickets have been sold out ahead of the main event on Sunday, December 24 at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel here in Accra. All that and more on Citi Prime News. Rich.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Grateful for choosing us. Let's start the bulletin from the governing New Patriotic Party because the General Secretary of that party, Justin Kodia-Frimpong, has called for an immediate reshuffle of President Akufo-Addo's government. According to him, there is a need for new faces to be appointed to assist the president in achieving his objectives. Speaking at the party's annual Thanksgiving service at the party's headquarters here in Accra, Mr. Kodia-Frimpong expressed concern that some current appointees are contributing to the party's unpopularity.
Sebi, Mumubi Waha, a member of Monyam Faso, a banasha Monyam, say, my bra, Mufam Juman and tour, no party, no, Yanjitumino. So, we a minister.
If you've been given any role in government and you feel you're tired, resign and stop giving the party a bad name. It's about time we get new faces to carry on with the work of this government, and I'd plead with President Akufo-Addo to reshuffle his appointees so others can work to help us win the next elections.
General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Kodia-Frimpong.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare, has assured businesses operating in the Kantamanto enclave of a secure and safe environment for trading activities during this festive season and beyond. He emphasized the crucial role of local businesses in national development and expressed the commitment of the police to engage them continuously to address their security concerns. The assurance was given during a visit to the sellers earlier today. After listening to your grievances, I assure you that we will work on it so you can have a peaceful environment. I am also sounding a caution to all criminals and road invaders that the police is coming after them. We will work in collaboration with the AMA and the Greater Accra Regional Minister to address this. Anything that pertains to your security remains our responsibility.
And I'm also Magic Kwana fan. Yes, Remo. Yeni AMA4 enemy new regional minister. If you don't come on, no one will actually be my. But the far the a bambo near ma a wood dream and in the Pesia so a bimbea Mohuntomo dear, and not the Yajiafa.
The IGP is further assuring the traders that his outfit will partner with the Ghana National Fire Service to safeguard their properties from any avoidable fire incident.
Yati, the Mokafa say, if people propose their own per se, Ashisha Beba, if you do Juma, if you to your home near the Adrian to her, 90 animal Juma Sumaseno.
We have also heard your fears of some people planning to set the place on fire. We will ensure this does not happen. We will partner with the fire service to ensure your safety. We will also want to plead with you to be very observant and prioritize your personal security as you go about your duties. That was Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare.
Still with the police service, the service has revealed that only 10 out of 27 cases involving assault or abuse of journalists have been officially reported to the police. This information was shared during an inaugural accountability forum focusing on the safety of journalists. The Director of Public Affairs at the Ghana Police Service, ACP Grace Ansan Akrofi, expressed concern about the lack of cooperation and willingness of journalists to report cases for investigations.
After going through all the 10 cases that we actually handled, we have some observations that we would like to share with you. The first observation was in our course of investigation. Some observations were made, and these are some of the alleged attacks did not occur in the line of duty as journalists. So here we want to say that it was not in the course of doing their journalism that those offenses occurred. And then the second one is, even while on duty as journalists, we also noticed that some of them were not having any identification to indicate that they are indeed journalists. We also observed that not all of the cases were reported to police for investigations. And here we also want to say that even though they were reported to their mother associations, at least the association should have taken it up to report those cases to police. So, for example, out of the 28 cases of alleged attacks on journalists cited on the ministry's list, only 10 of them were reported to police.
That was the Public Affairs Director of the Ghana Police Service, Assistant Commissioner Grace Ansan Akrofi.
The Minister of Information, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, has raised concerns about the low salary and remuneration structures for journalists in the country. He pointed out that the problem of low salary significantly contributed to the low press freedom index in 2023. During his address as the guest of honor at the second GJA dinner night in Accra, he urged media owners to prioritize fair compensation for journalists, stressing that proper remuneration is crucial for fostering confidence in the media.
If you look at the World Press Freedom Index that was released in the year 2023, the single item that dragged Ghana down the most, if you read the report in detail, is the welfare and the economic conditions of journalists in Ghana. You and I who work in this industry know that there are many of our brothers and sisters who at the end of the month don't get a salary. There are many who don't even get their statutory payments made on their behalf by their employers. There are many who don't have the necessary pension deductions made and saved in a pension fund for them for the day when they are no longer in active service. These are issues that we as journalists, despite the risk that if you talk about it, your employers will not be happy with you, these are issues that we must also pay attention to. We like talking about the issues in other industries, but for once, let's also pay attention to this issue in our own industry.
The minister also expressed confidence in the media to lead the charge for a transparent election in 2024.
2024, as you are all aware, is an election year. And the media in Ghana will have an unparalleled role to play. You have done it on many occasions, and we have no doubt that you have the capacity to do an even better job than you have done in years gone by. In particular, when election results are coming up, one of the great things about the Ghanaian media, and I am a testament to it is that multiple media houses can do the tabulations themselves and tell the public where it is going. I always argue that Ghana's election process is one of the most transparent in the world, because from the polling station to the collation center, everybody knows the numbers, and you, the media, announce it all over, collate it. So even before the EC announces, you help all of us know who is going where in this election. We are counting on you in the year 2024 to do an equally diligent job in that election. Issues that are relevant to the growth of this country are the ones we are hoping, as you always do, you will be raising. We hope you'll be doing your work as you have always done, with fairness and balance.
Kojo Opon Nkrumah is minister responsible for information.
A parliamentary aspirant for the New Patriotic Party in the Nsawam Adrajuri constituency, Hayford Siao, is accusing the constituency executives of deliberately abandoning the party office to prevent him from submitting his nomination forms. The aspirant, who is also the chief executive of the Ghana Library Authority, was among those allegedly denied access to nomination forms on Wednesday. Despite the alleged deliberate obstructions, Mr. Siao expressed that he's unfazed about the challenges.
The place is open, but there is nobody here. So as per the party's guidelines provided in this document, we will head to the region because we believe that this is one of the obstructions for us participating in the parliamentary primaries. And so with my team, we are going to Florida.
Did you inform the constituency executives you will be presenting?
Yes, the committee is headed by the chairperson of the electoral committee. This morning I have called him several times. He didn't pick. At 8:36, I sent him a text message that I will be presenting the forms. As of now, I haven't gotten any response, so I decided to proceed to come to the party office. And I'm here. Nobody is here.
The same thing happened when you were picking your forms.
Yes, when my brothers and sisters came to try to get the forms, the same thing happened. And so we believe that this is one of the obstructions. And as the party has been able to provide for us, we have another layer, which is to go to the region. And so we will proceed to go to the region. So you believe that? I just want to give them the benefit of that probably they are busy engaged in other meetings. Because as constituency officials, they probably have a lot of responsibilities to make sure that the party runs in the constituency. So I don't want to speculate. As demanded, I tried to engage with them. I called the chairperson of the committee. I sent him several text messages. I did not get any response.
We had an NPP parliamentary aspirant for the Nsawam Adrajuri constituency, Hayford Siao. Let's go live to the community and speak to our Eastern Regional correspondent, Neil Amate Kanako, for more. Good afternoon to you, Neil. Thank you for your time. Now, on Wednesday, when he had gone to the party office to pick his nomination forms, he met the absence of the executives. He went ahead to go to the regional office to pick his nomination forms. What is the situation today at the party office?
Thank you very much, Hawa. So this morning, the CEO of the Ghana Library Authority, together with the supporters made up of the delegates, sub-delegates in the constituency, and some youth organizers of the constituency went to the party's office to submit his nominations. Now, they got to the place around 9 a.m. in the morning, and the constituency office was vacant. Even though it was open, not even a single individual was there. Even though, according to the team, they made efforts to ensure that they inform the elections committee chairperson and members of the elections committee of their intent to submit their nominations today. They went and met the absence of either the chairman, secretary, or members of the elections committee. So currently, I'm here with them. Even though they are still poised to submit their forms today. Hence, they are on their way currently to the Eastern Regional headquarters of the party, that is in Florida, to submit the forms. I'm with me here, the CEO of the Ghana Library Authority, Mr. Hayford Siao, who is seeking to contest the Nsawam Adrajuri seat. Chief, yes, sir. Tell us, how has it been so far? Wednesday, your supporters went to pick nominations for you. They went and with the absence of executives of the constituency. Today, you've fulfilled all the requirements needed for you to submit your nominations. You went to the office and nobody is in the office.
Yes, it's true. I mean, we went to the constituency office this morning to try to submit the forms because it is one of the opportunities the party has provided, because I believe the leadership of the party anticipated some of these challenges. So this is really nothing new. I mean, it was expected. So provision has been made for aspirants, and so we are heading towards the regional capital, Koforidua, to then submit to the regional executive committee.
This is not the first, this is not the second that you are being treated this way. Do you believe it's a calculated attempt to get you out of the contest?
I still don't want to believe so. It's a 5-member committee, parliamentary election committee at the constituency level. We've made an attempt to be able to reach the chairperson this morning. Unfortunately, he did not pick our call. He has not responded to our text. Maybe he might be engaged in other activities within the constituency. But of course, we anticipated that maybe the secretary or other members would have been around to be able to receive us. I don't think that they can really take me out of the contest because the party has made provision, for aspirants. So maybe at a constituency level, some of these games might happen, but of course you can't take it to the region because the regional chairman headed by Mr. Jeff Kunedu, they are poised to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to participate in this process. So I'm very confident that the future will be bright.
Your supporters are not happy with the turnout of event. They believe the incumbent member of parliament is trying every possible means to get you out of the race. You think he's done well enough for him to go unopposed?
Even His Excellency the President have 2 terms, okay? And so opportunity is always made available for individuals who want to take up leadership position to take part in this process. Whether or not you've done well or you've not done well, it is not for me to decide. It's for you to give opportunity for the polling station executives and the electoral area coordinators, the constituency executive committee, who by the dictates of the party's constitution are being given the opportunity to vote on potential candidates. So it does not matter how bad you've performed or how excellent you've performed. Opportunity is provided, and individuals like myself will want to submit myself to participate in this process. And so we will have to ensure that the people who are the polling station executives, the electoral area coordinator and the constituency executive get the opportunity to select who they want to lead the party at the constituency level. It is not for any individual, no matter your position in the party, to dictate who should lead or who should be representing the party in the constituency.
Now you're on your way to Koforidua. What are your expectations?
Of course, the region has been very receptive, so we believe that the team is ready there to receive us. And so we are confident that just as it happened on Wednesday, when the instructions were given and they gave us the forms, today we will also be given the opportunity to submit the forms.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so even though the regional executives of the New Patriotic Party in the Eastern region have clearly stated out that no individual from the constituency side should prevent anybody from submitting his form. I believe some of the constituency executives are going contrary to this directive from the regional office, because when you go to the upper Achim area, we have a situation at hand at the Adesu area. Similarly, when you go to the Asane Manso Akrosu area also, we have another situation there, which majority of the potential aspirants are not really happy with the situation and are calling on leadership of the party to ensure that the right things are done.
Grateful for your time. That was our Eastern Regional Correspondent, Neoni Amate Kanako, bringing us the latest with regards to the filing of nomination forms for the upcoming NPP parliamentary primaries. Let's now come to the Greater Accra region.
Indeed, however, because the regional minister, Henry Korte, has picked nomination forms to vie for the Ayawaso Central constituency seat in the upcoming NPP primaries, Henry Korte, a three-time member of parliament for the constituency, is set to face competition from Moses Abor, the former Greater Accra regional youth organizer of the party. A group of polling station executives representing Henry Korte highlighted his achievement in the Ayawaso Central constituency. Bennett Labi speaks for the group.
We decided to come and pick Honorable Henry Korte songs for him. Because to me, we think he has done a massive job. It's unprecedented. If you come to the constituency, all the major roads is now asphalt. They are all asphalt now. If you go to Alajo, formerly where the boys have been playing football, asphalt is complete and it's now in use. Moreover, when it comes to job, it's uncounted, unprecedented. We have never experienced what Honorable Henry Korte has done in this constituency before. So we think he deserves to be given more chance. Therefore, that is the reason why we, the police station executives, will not allow himself to come and pick the forms. We have done that for him. And moreover, we are waiting when the time comes. We will make sure the filing fee too we will pay. We will contribute and pay for him. So now, what we are saying is, if you go to all the Greater Accra region, everybody is mentioning his name. He has done a good job. I've never seen any regional minister that has done such a job before.
Bennett Labi is a spokesperson of a group of polling station executives who picked the nomination forms on behalf of Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte.
This is still the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. The news is live across the 16 regions on all our partner stations. In the Western region, this is Premier FM 100.5 in Takoradi and Beach FM 105.5 also in Takoradi. Bono region, Greener FM 95.9 in Sunyain. Ashanti region, Orange FM 107.9 in Kumasi. Volta region, Akpeni Radio 96.7 in Kando. Heritage FM 107.3 in Hohoi. Northern region, Dasuma FM 99.1 in Yendi. Upper East, Word FM 88.3 in Zuarungu. Upper West, we are live on West Link 88.1 in Laura, and Northeast region we are live on Eagle FM 94.1 in Wale Wale. Still to come, Ghana Health Service calls on Ghanaians yet to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to do so ahead of the Christmas festivities to prevent a possible surge in cases next year. We have details coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Ajwapa, what's all this condom business? Oh, I've told her over and over again that she won't get pregnant, and she's still insisting. Oh, isn't she the same person who said we would not have sex till we go out for at least 2 years? For all this time? Oh, and she still can't trust me enough? Abba, when I try to do something small, no, condom this, condom that. So handsome man like me, she probably thinks I have HIV.
Using a condom will protect you and your partner. Condoms are effective for protection against a wide spectrum of STIs and HIV infection. Don't take risks. Use a condom every time. Always come prepared.
This advert is brought to you by the Ghana AIDS Commission.
Are you ready to party? We're lighting up the city on the 24th of December 2023 with the biggest all-white outdoor party. Situation 2023. It's time to unwind as the year draws to a close with a mix of delicious cocktails, good food, and the best DJs to give you back-to-back hits to keep you on your feet amidst some incredible performances by the Chin Chin Band and not your regular DJ Flingo, the God MC Manifest, the dynamic duo Keche, the crooner Aquabua, the rap doctor Ochiame Kwame, and the spirit-filled Perez Music. music. Get ready to let it all down and party your stresses away on Christmas Eve at the Situation All White Outdoor Party. Date 24th December 2023. Venue La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Time 8 p.m. Dress code, it's an all white affair. Call 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973 for your table bookings and seats. Make reservations now and come have an unrivaled experience with the most extraordinary party to end all parties this Christmas Eve. The Situation All White Party 2023 is powered by Citi TV and 97.3 Citi FM in collaboration with GCB mobile app, and it's proudly sponsored by Chic and Grill, Bell Eyes, Verve du Vernet, Cartel Events and Rentals, Ebony Condoms, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, and Series.
She dey give me pressure. Myself and the wonder.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has asserted that recent measures put in place by the government have resulted in macroeconomic stability. Dr. Bawumia points to the drop in inflation and the reduction of prices of goods and services as clear indications of the government's commitment to reviving the Ghanaian economy. Speaking at a national Thanksgiving service at the NPP headquarters in Accra, Dr. Bawumia says the government has turned the corner.
As we are already aware, the post-COVID-19 era remains a difficult era in the history of the world, and many countries across the globe are still recovering from the economic and social shocks the pandemic created. Ghana has been no exception. As a party in power at such a difficult period in our global history, we can only thank God Almighty for how far He has brought us. We've had to work extra hard to lessen the burdens that crossed into 2023 with us. We started the year with an inflation rate of 53.6% in January. As we speak, the rate for November is 26.4%. A significant drop. And when you look at inflation, it has come down. But what is even more remarkable is that prices of items that we normally buy, cement prices are falling, fuel prices are falling, cooking oil prices are falling, iron rod prices are falling, rice prices are falling, maize prices are falling. And this is telling us that something is happening, because normally we see increases, but we are seeing declines in pricing. And we
Flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
In more news this afternoon, the Ghana Health Service is urging Ghanaians who have not yet been vaccinated against COVID-19 to do so ahead of the Christmas festivities. This call follows a caution from the World Health Organization about a subvariant of the Omicron strain of the coronavirus. The new strain JN1 has been found in many countries around the world, including China, the UK, and the US. Although the new strain has not been detected in Ghana, the Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Franklin Esiedu Bekwini, says it is important for people to get vaccinated.
The WHO actually said that COVID is no more a public health emergency of international concern, but it also said that the pandemic is not over. Countries should put measures to ensure that we don't have outbreaks, and if we have our outbreaks, immediately contain it. So these variants, I would say, as expected. So far, the the pandemic is not over. So what is happening is that for us as a country, that's how our measures is to make sure that we continue to vaccinate. So we are actually trying to utilize our COVID vaccination, part of our normal vaccination. And they will also try to do this campaigns. So if you know, just last week we did a nationwide campaign. The mindset is that we need to build the necessary population immunity so that even if they have the variants, then it does not overhaul our health system. So what I would tell Ghanaians is that if you are not vaccinated, get vaccinated. If you are vaccinated, you need to get boosters. So that is the prime one. It's about vaccination. The other issue is that we, as a country, what we're also doing is that we've tried to make sure that the COVID is part of our surveillance system. So what we do is that we have sentinel that we actually flu cases. So when we have such suspected cases, we also look for whether they are flu. And if they are flu, we do have accompanied COVID-19. And then we also try to see whether you have a variant of SARS-CoV-2. So that's what we are trying to do. Then let me also state that when we have an area that you think that the ventilation is poor and people are coughing and sneezing, we will advise that you should wear a mask. Yes, so you look at the ambience that you are in, particularly if it's enclosed, and then I think you need to do that. If you are tested positive for COVID-19, we will say that you need to isolate at least for the next 5 to 7 days. When you do that, then you actually minimize the risk of infection. So we want you to get yourself vaccinated. If you've had it maybe for more than 6 months, then we say get a booster. So I think that for us, our principal intervention is a vaccination. And then we also want to say that we are also keeping surveillance on the system. For now, this JN1, we don't have evidence of it being in Ghana. And for now, there's no evidence that the available vaccines cannot handle it. So let's get ourselves vaccinated. And then if you need to be in the enclosed place and people are sneezing and coughing, we will advise that you wear a mask.
Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Franklin Esiedu-Bequin.
Electricity Company of Ghana customers have been advised to purchase sufficient credit before the holidays. ECG has announced the closure of its offices on December 25 and 26 and January 1, 2024. While the physical offices will be closed, the manager of external communications at ECG, Leila Abubakari, tells Citi News that customers can utilize the company's digital platforms to access their services during this period.
ECG's head office, regional offices and district offices will all be closed on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, which are the 25th and 26th of December 2023. On the 1st of January 2024 would also be closed as well. However, our customer service line will still be active as usual. You can still reach us on our 0302 611 611 for all complaints to be resolved as quickly as possible. The district offices will also be running the 4 teams in shifts sparingly to be able to fix all unforeseen events that might occur. ECG will still be available to the customer as if we were working on normal days. And so customers should rest assured that we'll always be there to service them. It's just that our offices will not be open for physical visitation.
Leila Abubakari is manager of external communications at the ECG.
Away from that, let's do education because ranking member on the Education Committee of Parliament, Peter Nochukotoi, has suggested to the government to include the provision of desk in any new contract for the construction of new classroom blocks. According to him, this approach will help address the issue of the lack of furniture for school pupils. This recommendation also comes in response to a report by Africa Education Watch indicating that over 2 million pupils do not have desks. Peter Nochukotoi believes that incorporating desk provision into new construction projects will contribute to reducing the desk deficit in basic schools.
You see, some of the furniture also are left under the trees, where we have schools that are operating under trees, or classrooms where we don't have closed classroom blocks. Mm-hmm. Go to some villages, they have pavilion or this thatch structure. The animals will be jumping over them, the children will go and be playing on these decks, and before you rise, they are all broken down. So we need to take a holistic look at the provision of even classroom blocks. I see that we make sure that any new school project that we want to construct must go along with the provision of furniture. That is the only way we can start reducing the deficit. So that's how we have to look at that seriously, that henceforth, let's add the furniture component, even if not to the same contractor, to another contractor who can supply to the schools as soon as the classroom blocks are completed.
Peter Nochukoto is also urging the government to increase budgetary allocations to district assemblies to enable them purchase desks for schools in their localities.
Number one, inadequacy of funds. If you look at the budget of the GES and the Ministry of Education for this year, for 2024, there is nothing for CAPEX. It's very, very small. 98% of whatever Ministry of Education, GES will get, will go into emoluments, that is a compensation. The 2% left cannot do anything, it's only for goods and services. Then, number two, this Assembly's Common Fund is not able to support the assemblies. This is because much of the resources that should go to the assembly are expended in Accra on their behalf. So they are unable to raise funds to provide furniture. Then, we also realize that those who are given the contract to construct or supply these pieces of furniture do shoddy work. So if you go around the basic schools now, you will see a lot of broken down furniture.
Peter Nochukoto is a ranking member on the Education Committee of Parliament.
Now, co-chair of the Citizens Movement Against Corruption, Edem Senanu, has challenged President Akufo-Addo's comment that he has not interfered in investigations involving his appointees. The president, while launching the evaluation of the National Anti-Corruption Action Plan, denied any involvement in investigations into his appointees. Mr. Senanu argues that President Akufo-Addo's comment, especially on controversies involving his appointees, could be perceived as interference in ongoing investigations.
I think the president probably fails to appreciate the level of influence that his office has. He just has to cough for people to think that I need to look for a bottle of water. And if the president begins to say that I know that this investigation will exonerate you before the investigation actually begins. I mean, the interpretation by many people who are students of behavior is simply that you are influencing the process, because there are some people, in spite of the fact that they may be required to take a professional stance in doing an investigation, etc., they have affiliations to the ruling party, and we feel that this is the father of the nation, we can't embarrass him, and therefore certain things happen. And it's not that it's a one-off. There have been several instances where the president has made comments on issues maybe before Parliament and elsewhere, and said, I know at the end of it, this parliamentary investigation will find nothing, So I think that perhaps part of it may be there's a memory lapse on the facts of the issues. But on the other hand, I think that our president and those who write these scripts for him don't understand the level of influence that office wields.
Reacting to plans to roll out Phase 2 of the NACAP program spanning between 2025 and 2034, Edem Senanu called for the passage of some laws, including a law that will monitor illicit finances of public officials.
The Conduct of Public Officers Bill, COPO, needs to be passed and passed against. It's before Cabinet. It's been read. I believe it's in a good state. It should be sent back to the legislature so that they can do their part and pass. The absence of which means that we don't have a very strong framework for regulating what public officers do in this country. Illicit financial flows. We need illicit financial enrichment. So we need an unexplained wealth law, such that we find people with assets and resources and, bank accounts with money that they can't account for, and they can't tell us that the legitimate source by which they were able to gain.
Edem Senanu is co-chair of the Citizens Movement Against Corruption.
Flood victims, particularly children in the Northern District, are expressing their Christmas hopes, relying on the generosity of Ghanaians. Despite the relocation of 300 victims, over 1,000 people still reside in tents. The school children affected by the floods urgently seek educational essentials such as bags, shoes, and uniforms as Christmas presents. Fred Duho, my colleague, has been interacting with them and brings us more in the following report.
After the disaster, a number of parents were affected as well as their children. But one of the sectors that was so hit by the incident was the education sector. Now, in this classroom, we see students who are back to study.
So, in making short, peacefully, not just to judge partially.
We understand this is a JHS 2 class. They've not written their exams, obviously, because they couldn't go according to the calendar that was disrupted by the disaster. In this Method Bishop Berwick's RCJHS, we see about some 60 students returning. Now, the headmaster is here to tell us what has changed over the period. What has happened since the flood occurred till now?
Okay. During the flooding, that was 11th of October. We were in school like this. I think by this time, people started going home to make sure that their properties are safe or they themselves. So after that, since then, until November 14th, no school. So from that November 14th, we started to gathering the students. And then this classroom was used by some of the victims. They were sleeping here. So we asked them to shift a bit to the other block at the other side. And they also understood it. Moved there. Some, after the flooding or after the land got dried, they moved back to their homes. So we got access to 3 classrooms instead of 6 to manage the students. So far, I may say about 60 to 70% of the students have returned. This class, for instance, there were 84 in class. Currently, we are having 62 coming back. The class happened to be 2 streams, that is A and B. But currently, we are only running the 1 stream for now. So for the North-Tongue Education Directorate, all the circuits will write exam except MEPE circuit, in which we are also part of the MEPE circuit.
Are you the class prefect? Oh, nice. What's your full name?
Nice.
How are you and everything?
I'm fine. I'm doing well.
Okay. Were you also affected by the flood?
Yes, please. My home was flooded. And we came to settle at the school. There is a camp here. So I've left my home to the camp where my house was flooded. It is normal, but it doesn't feel like how I was in home before coming to school, because I lost so many things in the home, my writing materials, all those stuff. So when I went home, when I go home, it will be better for me.
Now, back here at the St. Kizito SHS, the very place that housed the largest number of displaced victims of the flooding is currently empty. And this classroom, for instance, accommodated about 80 to 100 people, families, children, friends, people who were largely displaced by the flooding. But today, the place is vacant because most of them went back to their homes, while others who had their facilities collapsed have been sent to another safe haven that was built through the MP's initiative. Among the things that were left behind includes this huge tent you see here. The tent served as an accommodation that housed them temporarily, and now that they've moved to their homes, the place is empty and the tent is yet to be dismantled. Now we see another mobile toilet about 5 of them. We see a polytank as well. And those are some of the things that have been left behind since the people vacated the premises of St. Kizito SHS. One of the offices here at the St. Kizito SHS is opened. We are entering. We've seen a number of people here. I want to presume they are teachers. Where are your students?
They were on break, after which the flood set in. So we assume that since the victims have occupied the place, we have decided that they should stay at home. When the place is fully prepared, then they can equally come back.
So when are we looking at?
And the last time we had our staff meeting, we have decided that 3rd day of January next year, they will come.
Okay. Yeah. So what preparations are you going to put in order before they come in?
Yeah, preparation, I can say we have varied way of preparing the students. Some lies in the bosom of the staff. The staff have done their part. The rest left with the NADMO and the other organizations for them to at least come and do some fumigation, painting, and other stuffs. And most of our items too have been destroyed.
There is nothing like what I am seeing now at the Gome JHS, a school where we have a number of canopies numbering over 20, with a number of children who are literally walking around, waiting patiently for food to be ready for them to eat, some of them playing all around and even finding joy in this particular camp. This is a camp where we understand the household here is about 84. We are going to ask the children what they want for Christmas. You know, Christmas is just around the corner, and obviously they will be expecting a number of things from their parents. Christmas, but nuka dimele Christmas. Nuka dibe na na okrita no plan on akodu Christmas.
Awu.
Awu ye.
Afokpa.
Okay. Nuka.
Kuku.
Oh, that's nice. She wants a dress, a footwear, and that of a hat to put on. What do you want for Christmas? What do you need for Christmas?
I need a dress.
Okay. And what again?
My school bag.
Okay. Those are the two things you want. Oh, okay. What do you want for Christmas?
School uniform.
You want school uniform? Okay, that's okay. What do you want for Christmas?
Bag.
Bag, school bag. Good. So this is just but a few of the children who need a number of things, ranging from clothing, from shoes to school bags. Some of them even want hats so that they can equally celebrate with the entirety of the world as far as this season is concerned. My name is Fred Duho reporting for Citi News.
And here in the studios, my name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa here with Ni Latte still to come.
Biggest house party of the year, strictly by invitation.
If you're now considering to buy a table at this year's Situation All White Outdoor Party, sorry, you have lost out. We'll tell you why shortly. Please don't go away.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally.
Hi, my name is Stephen Appiah, the team coordinator of the Black Stars. I always like to keep hydrated naturally, every day, any day. S Natural Mineral Water does the trick.
Manufactured through a double purification process to produce pure, natural drinking water. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Bronya Brenna so discounts are hold war.
Mediamico Electroland Auto Appliances.
This Christmas, Electroland Ghana presents Double Bronya. Get a free gift when you purchase Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO products such as refrigerators, washing machines, television sets, gas cookers, and many more at any Electroland showroom nationwide. Electroland Ama Bronya, yeah, there. Ain't it to Trumika Kwajodie? This offer is available while stocks last. For further inquiries, call 0503 159 739. Terms and conditions apply.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, the packages for tables at Citi FM and Citi TV Situation All-White Outdoor Party are officially sold out. The event, scheduled for Sunday, December 24 at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra, promises thrilling performances by renowned artists including Ochame Kwame, Perez Music, Akwabwa, Keche, and Manifest. Attendees can look forward to a memorable end-of-year celebration with an exciting lineup of performances.
Biggest house party of the year, strictly by invitation. It's an all-white party. Come join the celebration.
I mean, Citi FM never goes wrong. I mean, we have that family relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, for years now, and then every year, I mean, you nail it. I mean, you nail it. It never goes wrong. So, I mean, it gets better and better and better. So, I believe, no doubt, that this year is going to be crazy, right? If Keche is on bill, I mean, other artists are on bill. I mean, let's talk about Keche right now.
Yeah.
It's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, the party of the year. So, I mean, you guys are in for a problem.
Me does.
Trust me, it's one of the shows that I don't take it for granted at all. Like, I prepare myself from day one till the D-Day.
Right.
And I was talking to Andrew last week. I'm like, Charlie, what we could do for them? What we could do for them? Because it's one of the shows that immediately we're done performing, we realize we are trending.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so seriously, we are so much ready. I'm trying to get some unique all whites. That will be the first thing.
Yeah.
Then rest as they've been doing it. Seriously,
No, trust
if you don't
me.
come, you mess up.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Because we go
But-
support them.
I'm I've been searching you, yeah. Now I see you, dear, you're making me out, Malay. Hey, I'm
Pressure, catch it, sour the pressure, watching the same. Pressure, made music, watching the same. Baby, started give me pressure.
Musical duo Keche there, and that's one of my favorite, Alugun to Gui. Now we have in studio Eko Kumzin, who is an event executive here at Citi FM and Citi TV. Now, Eko, we are being told that tickets are officially sold out. What a sad news for those who were banging their hopes on receiving their alert today.
Yeah, very unfortunate for them, and we are sorry for them. But it tells you how city events have been over the years.
Okay.
You know, like people rush and they book their things early, and we also like to do things early, looking at the logistics requirements that we need and everything.
Okay.
So if you didn't book early, we are sorry until
see you
next
next
year.
year.
Yes.
That's short.
Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. Unless next year, because there is nothing we can do about it. And there's no, I was mentioning to somebody in the office that this is not one of the events that somebody say, oh, I will come again, so you can replace me with someone. No. This one, everybody is going to show up. So we are very, very sorry. But we are sold out.
So I can't even come to the gate and buy.
Oh, no.
Oh.
you'll be surprised that you get to the gate and we'll tell you to go back because it's a table by table event, and we've planned with the numbers that we have. We know the number of tables that we need. We know what we can take care of. So now that we are sold out, that's it. We cannot. If you come to the table, if you even have plenty money, you will be able to enter.
Very well. Now, for those who have their tickets already, what should they be preparing? We have like 48 hours more.
Yeah, 48 hours. Technically, 2 days more to go, or 1 day more to go, whichever way you choose to look at it. Yeah, but I mean, if you've bought your seats already, if you've bought your tables already, just be waiting for the call from the team to give you every detail that you need. So those who bought their tables, they have their table names, where they are. Every information that they need, just get your dancing shoes on, get your white ready because it's an all-white party. So if you've not sewn your white yet, or if you've not bought your white yet, make sure you get your white. But I mean, that's it. Just wait, keep cool. Go for first service, I love to say. Go for first service in church, and then come for second service at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Yeah.
So if someone is on the platinum table, the gold table, what are they entitled to?
Oh, yeah. So the platinum table, I mean, so the platinum so the platinum table, you get 1 bottle of champagne, 2 bottles of Prosecco, 1 bottle of whiskey, 2 packs of beer, 8 bottles of soft drinks, unlimited water. So you're going to drink and drink and drink. Series, unlimited cocktail, grills, dinner buffet, and a dedicated waiter. That's what comes with the platinum table. And then on the diamond table, we have 2 bottles of Prosecco, 1 bottle of whiskey, 2 packs of beer, 8 bottles of soft drinks, series, 16 bottles of water, 16 portions of grills, 16 glasses of cocktail, and also dinner buffet. And then the gold table, we get 2 bottles of Prosecco, 1 bottle of whiskey, 8 bottles of soft drinks, series, 16 bottles of water, 8 glasses of cocktail, 8 portions of grills. And on the silver table, we have 1 bottle of Prosecco, 1 bottle of wine, 8 bottles of beer, 8 bottles of soft drinks, packs of series, 8 bottles of water, and then 8 portions of grill. So this is what every table comes with. And then on the non-alcoholic table, something similar to this, but then everything on the non-alcoholic table is non-alcoholic, just like the table says.
So we heard from Keche earlier. Let's now take a listen to some of the hit songs from Ochame Kwame, the rap doctor.
Yes, very important.
It's the rap doctor in the building. Say I'm the best rapper alive. And I guess invitation. Only bank statements were try imitation. Obefa Berlin, Hamburg, Huria, West in Norway. Uko do German and Babroni, bis in Norway. What's somewhere you go? What's somewhere you go? Obey you any room. What's your shiny dome? Fried rice, golden spaghetti, I put in the bottom. Ushana King of Vino, Pimpini, Papa Bean, a gem. Obey Generation, when one, and a power gem. What's so girl, Nigu? No more, what's so girl, Nigu? What's so girl, Nigu? No more, what's so girl, Nigu? See on Warunti, Winty Minidi, Nani so wouldn't Yenya will not see with tea, and Ra won't know to stop a fan of Winty Wuyasi, Obia Balaban Kuba Modiana, see where you say now. What's so boy, Nigu? What's so boy, Nigu? What's so boy, Nigu? What's so boy, Nigu? What's so come, Nigu? What's so young, Nigu? What's so tiny, Nigu? What's so come, Nigu? What's so young, Nigu? What's so tiny, Nigu? What's so come, Nigu? What's so young, Nigu? What's so tiny, Nigu? What's so come, Nigu? What's so young, Nigu? What's so tiny, Nigu? Oh yeah. Where this guy? Now 2 bottles.
Say I'm boga pa ya na ya pemu. Ah, say minya minayo ya boga ma me Christmas me boga beba. Adenyansa ya minayo ya boga ma yiri na so nsa adenyansa yako.
So that's Ochame Kwame, and he's rapping live Sunday, December 24.
Mhm.
Gates opens at 8 p.m.
Charlie, sharp. So
8 p.m. is 8 p.m. When City says 8 p.m. is 8 p.m.
first act is playing. 8 p.m. Music
we
is
are on.
playing. Yeah. So
tell us the sponsors for this particular
yes,
event.
so we are doing this in collaboration with the GCB mobile app Recoded, and then we're also proudly sponsored by Chick and Grill, Bell Ice, Verve Duvernay, Cartel Events and Rentals, Ebony Condoms, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, and Series.
Thank you very much, Echo, for joining us. We'll see you again on Sunday for the live event. Thank you so much for joining us. And that's our show for today. Nilati, is your white ready?
Oh, very ready. I'm also ready as a person. In fact, yesterday when Bernard was talking to Papa about situation, he gave a dress code, and that is the dress code I'm coming to situation with. So watch out for me.
Watch out for you. That's our show for today. My name is Hawa Idrisi Mustafa, and I did this with
Nilati Lati.
Thank you very much for your company, and do have a great holidays.